Okay. Where was I? Oh. So I needed a Markdown converter. And I found this one. It's bright. It's bright white that I was going to use. And I probably will. But they also have this. They have the definitions, because I'm not too crash hot on HTML in general. But they have what they convert into HTML wise. So I thought I'll give this, I'm pointing with my finger, with this, I'll have a go at it. I'll use this just for the moment and use the definitions that they have made here as a basis for what I want to do. Because I want to mess around with regular expressions a little bit. Where is it? No, not it. Not it. That's it. Regular expressions. Can use this to test what regular expressions I have, and they have a cheat sheet here, so it'd be a good test to work out what I can use. And C++ actually has a regular expression engine built in now, which is good. So I can use that. So we'll open this. First we are going to need to get the source code for Maddie, which I can use here. So we will just clone it. Here. Should be in the thing now. Paste that. That will download quickly because it's not very big. The one I'm going to make probably won't be header only like this one. There it is. Just because I couldn't be bothered. So there's no real need for me to personally make it header only, because it's just to mess around with. And I'll be using Visual Studio 2017, which I have here. So first we need to make a project. New project. And it's going to be a console application. Not in there. Source code. I think that's right. What we'll call this MD to HTML. Yeah. We'll go OK. think that was right. Let's find out. Yes. Yeah, that was right, but it wasn't right. It's created a pre-compiled header, which I don't want. So, come on. I'll open up another Visual Studio. We'll close this one. I'll delete that. Delete the project. New. What? Why is there no option? I don't want pre-compiled headers. Piss off with your pre-compiled headers. Huh. Thought there was a way. I could just create an empty project. Let's try that. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Alright. Properties. We've got to set it to application. Yes. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. We'll add new item. Call it main. Include. I spelled include way wrong. Make that bigger. Not going to worry about them for the moment. Just get a basic thing going to make sure everything's working. Alright, let's do a build. Make sure everything's running. Alright, so that is fine. Let's just test this in the new Windows terminal because why not? What's that drive called? That's right here. 01 could build. Debug. So there it is there, cd debug. Now if we do it again, Jesus. Heh. Oh well, whatever. I can't remember how to run programs in terminal. Whatever. We'll also make a make file for this later too, which we can go and have a do that. Audio, visual, there it is. Alright, so now we want to install Maddie in here. Oh, too far. Which would be just includes. We'll just throw it in there for now, because we're going to get rid of it eventually anyway. Window, shrink that. Alright, so now we should be able to go include Maddie, and then I think it was Parser was the correct one. I'll just open the correct folder in this folder. What was it? Markdown? Yes. Open that in there. Don't need that. Alright, so we've got that open. Now, where's the Maddie website? It's not it. What do I do with it? There it is. Alright. So we need string for string strings, and we need to include memory, which uses the new smart pointers, which I have no idea how to use. So we need to read the file, and then we would do so this would be something like that. Then we do a shared pointer of type Maddie with Parser input. these are like really verbose, and that's kind of why I just don't use them. I don't really like the verbose C++, like this kind of verboseness. Like, I understand templates, and smart pointers are probably... I like templates, they're like handy as all hell. But, like, that, like, I don't know why that's better than just going something like, in terms of like code readability, like something like this I find better. Just go PS just for the, like new, and then you go, you know, like this, the old way, the C way, kind of like the C way without malloc, like that. Like, to me that's a lot nicer to read than this, whatever the hell this is. But I digress. So we do that, and then we have a string, and then save the file, save the string to file. Alright, so now I'll grab a document. This is for one of my other projects. It's got a bit of everything, and can we do the readme? Yeah, the readme's not as good there. I'll find another readme first to use. That'll be alright though. It'll come later. Alright. Should be able to just copy regularly path. Nope. We don't want the regular relative path. We want the direct path. Copy path. That's the folder. I extended that out. I can't remember how to use IOStream. I'm a dingbat. File, stream. Just show how many times I use input output files, doesn't it? Let's make that a bit bigger. What have we got here? So we want to include fstring. Now we want to read the file. Fstream mark md file. And file open. Do this. Bloody Windows and the bloody. Why would you do this to me? I'll just change it to Unix standard-ish. Dropping frames? No, not dropping frames. We are not dropping frames. It's that. So I'll just stop it from doing that for the moment. I may have to open the file in binary too. I think that's the right one I need. Is it the right one? No. Yes. We need to change. We need to give it a tag. So we need to give it a thing, so. So we want IF stream. not overstring. That's the only one. Sets it to that. Then we want, like, if I've just got the C++ documentation over here because I'm not very good with remembering what I need to do, but I know what I need to find when I need to do it. So oh, hit Control D, there we while. Oh, okay, so that was, yeah. Oi, why you do this? Isn't that right? Default. We need a string. That's the line we write to. That's where we do what we got to do. Just output it for now. Just make sure we're reading it fine. Give it a flush too, because yeah, why not? Although you shouldn't really do that because it flushes everything in. You should really do a new line character like that, from what I understand. We don't need to close it, but we will. If, and we'll just go, just throw in an else, just quick error check. Just so we know what's going on. I'm not going to check any of the bits, error bits. Alright, let's make a backup of that file, just in case. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Here we go. So we're going to back up. Now let's compile. That seems to be all good. Alright, so now if I should be able, I'm sure I can just do this, move this up here. I'm pretty sure, I'll make sure it's empty. I can just go Markdown input append line. Is that right? No. I forget how to use string stream. What are you? You're fucking weird. Let's look up string stream now. String stream. Ah, that's right. It's like that because it's a stream. All right, now should be able to just go. Make sure we can. That's all what it should be like. Input string. Alright, to build that. Oh, so it gets rid of the null terminated characters. It would appear so. So, does that mean I can... I have to do this. Not the null terminated characters, the end line, the new line character. There we go. That's what we want. Which we can do. Yeah, we're doing it there. So that's fine. We can just get rid of that now. And we don't need that. We need these two. Get rid of that. Now we need to save the file. HTML file dot open. We'll just go test HTML. Oh. So we'll do that. Then we need to out the file, I do believe, which is just the HTML. No, Markdown. Oh, the out. Should also do a check. Do an else check. That should work. Just putting in some comments. All right. I should have done a completed, so I know when it's done. Now, there it is. We got a HTML file out. Let's do it again. Completed. See, we've got the test HTML. We'll just open this back up. Oh, I should be able to just stop it. Haha. So if I open that in, where'd that go? In here. Oh wow. It just doesn't do new lines, does it? And it's got no body or header. I think there's a setting, but that doesn't matter. Alright, so we know what we're kind of looking at. So now that all works. Can we name those here? Yes. Old main, we'll call that. And we'll just give this 2 at the end. Alright. So we'll just include the standard IO streamage. Get the in main happening again. I was still capital C there. I think it's just because of the way I name my classes in my own code. Alright. We don't care about character inputs. That's just so we can pause it at the end. Make sure we're still compiling. We can probably remove this from the project. Yes. So we're working again. That's fine. Alright. So we need to add a new class, which we'll call Parser. Yeah, no, it's not in line. Because I don't care. Alright, so we've got Parser, Parser. So what do we need? We need a parse, which will give us a string. What am I doing? I don't want to include. We've got a string, it gives us a string. And we put in a string. Seems like the best way to do it. I don't know why. We could just do a string. Input. We'll just call it in. And we can also do a override as a string, I'm pretty sure. It's like, hey guys, I'm useful. To that one, I think it is. Yes. Stop shenanigans. Yeah. Alright. Incomplete type. Why are you an incomplete type? Do I have to include string in there too? I shouldn't have to. You're weird. Alright, we're not going to use that for now then. Check me out. Alright. So this will be the out string. Here will be blank. And we will return out string. So that means we have to what's the first thing we do? We've got to tokenize. I can't spell token. Tokenize. Token. Make tokens out of string. Then what? We need to parse tokens. Then we need to alright. So we need to regular expression. No, yes. I have used these in my, oh, why don't I load that? Open another window. It'll be fine. I'll use this in my programming language. What was that called? Lol script. Select. Which is in here, I do believe. Regex. Tokenizer. Ask me about that later. Yeah. No. What? Oh wow. This was what? This is like header only. What have I done to myself? I need to sort this data out. Parser. Where's the main? Where do we add the tokens? Keywords? No. Oh, excuse me. Where do we go? File name. No. Generating tokens. Tokens. And in here. I need to find where I use this. Where do I use this? Because this has all the tokens. See? High quality code, friends. obviously not in there. There's two Parser. No. Class tokens. No. Parsers. It's just where we were. Huh. Can I do the whole document? No, what I can do, I just look at the headers. Token. There it is. There we go. Oh, excuse me. So we need that. Excuse me. Right. This is where we go through with an iterator and check token. Yes, with the given pattern, which is the pattern that we give it, which is up here. No, which is in. So we have token, tokenizer. Yeah, so that's the pattern. So we check the given string. So it's a similar process though, so which is fine to a point. Because Markdown doesn't like you to use. So there's a problem with Markdown, right? So you got we'll make a new. Go back in here. Nope, not a new folder. New file. Because Markdown's pretty simple to pass, from what I understand. Because all the Markdown I've seen doesn't like you to do this. So you can't have ordered headings. You gotta kind of do it yourself. So whenever you read that, like the hash or the pound sign, you can kind of ignore everything else after that and just treat it as a string, from what I understand. I could be wrong. I have misread things before, but that's so they're not ordered numbers. So if I do this, yeah, see, where if you do an ordered list, it should just, yeah, so it automatically does it, but that one doesn't when they've got the heading in front of it. So if you read a heading, you count how many pound signs or hashes you have, and then wham. So we don't have to use regex, but it would be nice. Maybe, because then I don't have to write everything like that myself. I just do one line at a time. But then we're going to work out ordered lists. But unordered lists, that's fine. We'll do that later. Get rid of that because it's bright. That's all balls. Why has that got an R there? Doesn't matter. Alright, so we've got the regular expressions. Let's get some Markdown in here. Get rid of you. And we will do just we'll grab, I don't know, like that. Grab that much and just throw it in there, just for shiggles. Indicates the start was a G stand for global search. Alright, so find them. Find them all. So maybe we want something like that. No. So we want to find everything like that. But that would be like that? Yes. No. Because now it's finding all of them too. So, where is it? Carrot. Oh, carrot. No? Then, where was it? Dollar sign. That's not a dollar sign. Right. I had someone come in. I don't know how to make it just give me space. I don't want that. Because we don't want to pick up these spaces. Is it? So, where is that in here, definitions? How high does that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which seems reasonable. So anything greater than a 6 we can just ignore. So we can use, does that give us extra? Like that. What? Well, I don't want to save it. What are you talking about? Talk about, Willis. So we need to have the space there, so that's fine. And then that 6. Yeah, alright, so just keep going, and if there's more than that, we can just go no. Alright. Seems reasonable. It does. Oh, hey. I'm pretty good. Yourself? I had a window covering the chat window, so I only just seen it. Because I had to mute you. Because I had someone come in to talk to me. Alright, so that's fine. That's for headings. And we'll go through this list one thing at a time. Links. We'll just throw on a link. Oh, excuse me. So that would be the link. So we'll get the parser. We want to we'll just put it here for now. Regex P. Just put it in some of these windows. And we want that for sure. This will be just headings. Hang on. We can put that in Markdown. Haha. Oh, should probably put a go headings. Be something like that. Nothing wrong with that now, is there? Heading. Just go dash. I think that's right, isn't it? Nope. Slash goes the other way. I keep opening the wrong one. Can I? Nope, can't switch them. How does that work? No. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. So it's headings. Oh no, I've lost my stuff. Put an unordered list. Do I have an ordered list here somewhere? What comes after? Does that add another one? No. That would be Atom that does that. That will open up. Okay. Opening Atom, see? So that's fine. So links is next. So that's something like, it'd be how do we make it forget to capture something? Like that, and then like that. And then in between that we have that, which is then A to Z, and then A to Z. Yes. No, wrong spot. Numbskull in there. Is that right? Capture any set of characters. I forget how I did this in that. Let's have a look. Alright, that's how I did this. Then we do another group, which is then A to Z, then A to Z, and 0 to 9, and space. With a star. With a star somewhere. Where does the star go? At the end. Alright, so then that finds the link, which we can then we add that to the end. We probably don't need to check for HTTP there, just because, you know, maybe they don't want HTTP and they're using something else. Which is possible. It's been known to happen on occasion. You know, just opening up Atom because it's got some. I use different text editors for different things. I don't know if that makes me weird. Open a folder. It's time at 2:30. I'll get this Regex stuff sorted and then I think I'll go take a nap. I might go for a quick smoke. Oh, before I continue. Been an hour or so. What am I looking for? Markdown. Yeah, Markdown. Not Markdown. Atom has better, in my opinion, editing for Markdown. When it goes, he says as it crashes, because it does all of that automatically for you. Right, so now we want that, and then we just want to copy this again. right? We don't want that, or that, or that. Or that. We want that. Don't want that. Because there shouldn't be any spaces in a URL. There shouldn't be any numbers. Oh, there could be. No, not in the HTTP or the other thing as far as I'm aware. Don't save. Stop doing that, you clown. That's another group. So, I think this is how this works. Yeah, another group. Then we need to find a semicolon, 2 slashes, and then this again. That's that. Or that. What happened here? What have you done, my friend? What are those? No. So look for question marks, dashes, and underscores. Can you have groups within groups? No. This is an interesting conundrum. This is getting ridiculously long. So we'll do this. That will be links. Just like that. But let's have a look. So go to example.com. Throw this in again. Then we get a question mark. Okay. It doesn't work. No. No. That's regex regular expression. I seem to be doing something wrong here. Probably. That's right, isn't it? Oh, there's an error. I seem to have broken it. So get rid of all of that up to there. Don't need that. Piss all this off. Why is this not working now? I've broken it. I've killed it. So we know this part here works. Alright. Can we just go W? Yes, we can. Does the URLs allow dashes? Hey, pretty good. Just messing around. Making a converter, Markdown, obviously. I don't know. How are you? Yeah. Right. So that works. Now we can I just do that? No. But if I do this, something like that. Just messing around with regex at the moment, or regular expressions. Look around. Where was it? Question mark. Don't know if this is right. We'll find out. Something like that. So, because what we need to do, oh, thanks, I'll have a look. What's the S? Digit white space. Oh, okay. No. It should work. Oh, hang on. Got a space there. There we go. But that shouldn't matter. So we should be able to have this like off yonder. Yeah. But thanks for that. There is. Can we go? Because you would. What? Slash. Yeah, see? That's where the problem comes when you start putting underscores. But that's fine for now, I think. Like, I'll have to work out that a bit more later on. I need to move on. It's a bit. Be like that. Alright. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Here we go. See what the differences are. There's a big difference. You've clearly done this before. Get rid of that. Alright. I'll look into this a bit more later for the links. Yeah, they're pretty crazy. It's handy. Like I've used them before in my programming language here. Like, these are all the different ones for all the different tokens that you can find in there. That was fun. Alright, enough looking at this. This is horrible code. It makes me sick reading it. Let's back to the important stuff, what we're actually meant to be working on. Alright. Lists. Oh, yay! Yeah. Unordered list items. So that's fine, but then you got to start accounting for that now. Does Markdown allow a space and then the unordered list? Yes, it does. So how do you do that? I don't think. Let me just look for that, because I think what I'll do, I'll read the file in line by line, right? And we'll just read what's in it. So see this here. I don't even. I'm starting to get a bit tired, so I'm not 100% thinking. Theoretically, with the links, if we're reading it line by line, we don't fully need this part at the end. So, because once we know we've got two square brackets with text in it, and maybe a preceding bracket like that, we know we have a link, and we can just continue reading the line till the end of where their last bracket is, and then whatever. So this still doesn't even account for text in front of that, I don't think. It might have a heart attack if there's text in front of it. Where is it? Let's have a look. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, so we can just read in one line, do that. I think that might be easier. It requires a bit of manual parsing on my on my side. I don't rely on these as much, but that'd be fine. So obviously for, I don't know if dash is anything special. So I'll just make sure I still got that correct, because you know I have a habit of deleting things. Yeah, I think it'll break when you start using if there's question marks in the link for I think PHP uses that. Oh, it's been a while since I've done any HTML coding in general, or anything with the web development. Yeah, that's why I was looking at what was valid in URLs. Seems like dollar signs, underscores, dashes, dots, pluses, exclamation marks, star, and a few others. Yeah, I think I might just add that in there now. With a link. Yeah. Test parser. um, oh, there we go. Oh, no, it's a 9. That should be right. Yeah, check it. I need to put a space there. A space there. Alright. And there's my code I've written today. Job well done. Alright, so we got that link saved. We don't need that. I'll just leave that open. That's just for my reference. Alright. So, oh, where am I? These are easy because we only need to know if there's a star or if there's a dash. And the order of these doesn't really matter, because so it could be, because, you know, Markdown's flexible. Oh. Alright. What's this warning? What are you warning? Oh. It doesn't work. No. What? 307 matches found in 305 characters, including matches. Oh, it's probably matching spaces. Space character? Spaces character? New lines. Matching new lines, but not 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 8 lines. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick break. Yeah, I figured that's why. So if I just go, warning's fixed. No, warning's not fixed. Oh no, oh hang on. That's a reserved character. See, there we go. 3 matches. Took 1 millisecond. Alright, I'm going to have a quick break. I'll be about 5 minutes. And then I'll keep going for a bit longer. Get rid of that. Put that back up. There we go. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Alright, I'm back. Leave that up. There we go. Okay. So they're easy. That. Oh, excuse me. I think with, say, oh, wrong window. I grabbed the wrong one. Minimize that. With, actually, we also need is there an or? Yes, is that a special character? Is that a special character? No. So we don't need that. So it would be like that. Yes. Be just like that. For them. What else am I missing? Now, oh, there's my phone. Oh. Possibly. Hang on. I'll have a look. I think so. I think I only need to match them if they're the first character. Whatever isn't there is a space. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if there's a space in front. So, space, what about other characters? Yeah. Okay. What does that do? Let's have a look. Word digital white space. Okay. Let's have a look. Is that right? But see, then it's not getting any of these ones. So they have to be a group. No. Oh, star. But then it's still... so I was right. It did have to be a group. It's just missing all that though. Wouldn't it be W? Oh man. Yes. Oh, hang on. That shouldn't be there. Like that. Yeah. Hang on. Something's gone wrong. It's detecting all this, which is yes. Beginning matches the beginning of the string or the beginning of the line of the line of flag. Oh, I didn't read down here. Silly me. I was looking at something else. Where am I? Where'd that cheat sheet go? Which was kind of useless. In some respects. Yeah, see, I was looking at this not in the group. That's why I got confused about having that there. But why isn't that picking up there? Is it because there's no space? Ah. Okay, so it's detecting that top line because that's there. So if that wasn't there, it'd still detect it. I see. This is hard. I think with the other one, can we make it so it doesn't detect line feeds? No, that's pretty much what I want. It's just this line here, where there's four are, they shouldn't be detected. So that's detecting a new line as a space. So it needs to be a not new line as well. So would that be something like this maybe? No, it would not. But that's fine because we can detect that that's a new line in like code. So because that's just a new line, it's got nothing else on it. Straight new line. Might struggle if there's a space in their new line. I'll just copy that for now for the second. See, this might not even work properly in the C++ regex, but I can't see why it wouldn't. Yeah, I'll just throw this in here. Like that, because otherwise, when I start messing with it, that's better. That's what, hey, that's exactly what I wanted. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. So that S must detect new lines as well? Yeah, because it's just white space. Does that include tabs? No. That's if it's like that. But we could go space and tab. I don't think it needs the M flag from memory. It's been a while since I've messed with it. It was a long time ago that I did this. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the tab. For so many codes in C++, you'd think I'd remember the escape sequence for tab, wouldn't you? Yeah, and that doesn't matter. I think, yeah, that's close to what I want. So I'll look at the start, check for any spaces or tabs. And now for unordered lists, it would be something like, I'll go do that, and do another one. And then when you do the second one, it's like that. So I used tabs when I did this. I'll just throw that in. Yeah, so it detects a space. I think I got it set to, what is the tab ratio? Tab ratio. What have I got that set to? I think it's like 2 spaces a tab. Yeah, 2 spaces is a tab. So, but that can be different because in this, yeah, tab space 4. So we need to check. Do that later. But I understand what I need to check when I'm checking for unordered lists. So we need to check for things. It makes sense. Makes sense to me. So basically, you check how far away from the side the top one is compared to this one, and if it's greater than like 1, or is it equal to 1, you could probably safely assume that the one below it is 1 step in, like here. So if it was like that, yeah, it wouldn't matter. I'll just put it there. Yeah, because what does R mean? I can't remember. I did know, obviously. Capital R. What do you mean? Doesn't matter. Alright, so that's basically unordered list. And then ordered lists, that's a whole new kettle of fish. And then you have nested ordered lists. Oh, you're a barrel of fun, aren't you? Yeah. What's it in regards to? Looking for integer literal. Yeah. Yeah. So it's before the quotation marks. Maybe it's something to do with Unicode. Maybe. But I can't see that being the case. I can't remember why I did that. Because it's storing it in a basic string. Yeah, it's just a normal string. So, I don't know. This code is not very well commented. Like, and there's like to do everywhere. Yeah, I can show you some good commented code. Hang on. Not there. CSTL library. There you go. Comments. There are comments everywhere in this code. They're all Doxygen comments. So I can generate documentation when I need to. Everything's commented. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go through it and I'll find out what was that. Oh, I'll go into it one day and read it. This code all needs tidying up, so I'll go through it then and work it out. Hang on, I could probably find out right now. It's a raw string. Yeah. I would say it has something, yeah. Looks like it's got something to do with Unicode. I think it used to be L for when you're using long. Yeah, R. Delimiter, raw characters delimiter. Right down the bottom. Yeah, so it's got something to do with Unicode, it looks like. It's a raw string. And capital L is a wide string, which you use for generally use in Unicode. I used to. Now I think they use capital U by the looks of that. What's that? 32-bit, yeah. 32-bit encoding. Raw string literal used to avoid escaping of any character. Anything between the delimiters becomes part of the string. If present, has the same meaning as described above. So I can't remember why I used it there, but yeah, there's another one down the bottom here. That's looking for white space. Oh, I know why. I know why I used it down here, because it treats that as the tab terminator, and because it's regex, you can't just go like that. Otherwise, it treats it as something different. That's why. That's why I did it. And I don't know why it's up here. It shouldn't be up here. Yes. You know what? Right now, I've gotten sidetracked, but I'm going to comment this code. Brief comment. Done. Alright. It's alright. It's probably not going to be finished tonight. But I would like to get this at least. Where are we up to? So would like to get through the lists at least. Ordered lists and yeah, so ordered list, the combination of the list and the checkbox. That's where I'd like to get through, and then so that seems pretty easy because that's deceptively. Oh no, you just check. You just do the same check, and then after you check for that, you check for that or an X. That's it. See, the rest of these seem pretty simple. Oh, that's dirty. That is. The bold and italic. Oh, oh no, you're sneaky. But you check for that. Anything alphanumeric plus symbols, and then check for that again. So that's basically link with a exclamation point in front of it. Tables are going to be a pain in the neck. That shouldn't be there. Alright, so ordered lists. We need to check for itchy leg. Where are ordered lists? Ordered lists are fun. Yeah, that's going to be the issue. It's all about code structure, I think. The main problem, I think, if you can get like this, the bold, that's another one that's going to be a bit of a pain. But then you just check for two of them. Text, anything now for numerical symbol wise, and then check for another two, and then you know you got a. Well, you hope you know you got a thing. Where's that regular expression thing? Because. Yeah, see, that doesn't classify as a list. So I think you would check for this first. Check for the bold. Carefully. But if you structure your regex properly, it will check for that, and then the other thing. Yeah, well, let's see if that's considered bold. Yeah, so that wouldn't matter. Oh yeah, it would. There's a way you can do it. You use the the curly brackets. So it'd be something like 2, something like that. Oh yeah, sorry, I misread. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. So you do a check like that, and you check for like 2 there like that. That's how I'd do that. You check for that, and then you check for your like that. Yeah, and then you check for there should only be one of them ever. And then you check for your lists. Be something like that. This is one of the reasons I'm doing this project, so I can learn this kind of stuff for my programming language. Because I think there's still a few things that I've missed. No. This covers everything. It's just the ATS parser that I need to work on. So if we, yeah, see, I see what you're saying there. So you check for that first, check for that, and then check for this and the unordered list. And then ordered list as well, which I need to put in. So we'll just make up an ordered list. What? Can't have a blank unordered list? Yeah. See, if I was doing it purely in C++ without the regex stuff, it would be a bit easier because you just check each character, but then you got to look ahead, and it can get annoying. Because say you got an unordered list, but you got italics within that unordered list. So that's another edge case. So if you had something, I wonder if that works. Actually, then we would go. Yeah, it also should work for bold. Yeah. But then you would have to do some trickery and check for that. Check for the italics. So you check for this next. And then check for the actual unordered list and then build your string from that. Oh, that sounds fun. We'll get there. We'll get there. So we've got an unordered. We've got an ordered list now. So we detect that. Now, when does this consider that it's not a part of the ordered list? As soon as it breaks away. No. As soon as there's 2 spaces, apparently, So when it declares it, it's like, hey guys, yeah, like mark languages like HTML, I think would be pretty easy to parse with regex because it's got all those like that. Then you do your like A's and your all that kind of stuff. Like where'd that go? So you got your opening. This is from the one I downloaded and was just looking at. Like HTML, like simply speaking, I can't speak at the moment. It's pretty easy to parse. You check for that, check what's in it, check for that, and then check for the rest of it. Like keep going until you find that plus that, and then that matches up with that. Right, it's pretty easy to parse in that sense. It's like programming languages, they're easy to parse. Like they're easy to get what you want out of it, basically. Now, like Markdown seems pretty easy to pass, but I'd say regex probably isn't the best way to do this. It's honestly it probably isn't, but it's a challenge, so it's fun. I'm using air quotes for fun. It's like playing NetHack. It's fun. You have all the fun, like when you play Door Fortress. Yeah, like so. I think XML's the same, and a few others. Yeah, yeah. Down to about dungeon level 3, and then I die. Not very good at NetHack. First to admit it. Same with Dwarf Fortress. I think the first time I played NetHack, I got killed by a kobold, and I was like, "Well, that was fun." Then I tried again and died again. I was like, "Damn it!" So we want digits. So check for that at the start. Then it'll be is there an AND operator? Or would that be a separate group? But if it is a separate group, you start not detecting them? No. So it'd be something like that to get the numbers, which is fine. But then you've got to deal with that star or the dash. Like that. No. Yes. Yes. Because dot means something, I think. Does dot mean something? No. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. You did need that. Yeah. Oh lordy, what have I done? There we go. Now the problem is, because you can use, like in Markdown, you can have, so I'll bring up the, that one doesn't zoom in. The editor's better, but the viewer isn't. It's a bit of a catch-22. Wrong button. Yeah, this one's tiny as well. Alright, so in Markdown, you can have that, but then after that, you can just constantly keep going. You should be able to anyway. I thought you were allowed to do that. No, you can't. But you can have unordered lists in ordered lists. Like that. Seems to be. Thought you could. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, there we go. Then do that. Now, it's the problem is the tab settings. Atom's set to 2 spaces, where the other one's set to 4, but it doesn't like it, and it chucks a wobbly. I should homogenize. Yeah, you can have a nested unordered list within there as well. I don't think it matters. Like, how does this guy deal with it? I don't want to save this. Where is it? Where are we? Yeah, see? He uses yeah. But see, when he does that, see, to me, that's not valid Markdown. I don't think that's valid Markdown. Yeah, the way he's doing it here, I don't think that's valid. Like, you can't do a 1 dot and then have like the stars and then pick up, because this doesn't seem to do it. Right, that's 3. Yeah, it does. So this the one in Visual Studio Code is wrong. Oh, I keep pressing Control Shift M. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. The one in Visual Studio Code is wrong. That should be like that. See? It's wrong here, but it's right here. And that one should be just. Yeah. See? Keeps going. But this one doesn't. So this is either wrong or this one's wrong. This requires investigation, because he's got it here as well, like that. So I have a feeling it actually might be valid. Where are we? Ordered lists, unordered sublist. Yes. Oh, we need to check for pluses as well in the unordered list. That's fine. Do that in a minute. Where's the markdown? Going in deep, Johnny. We're looking at the syntax documentation. Yeah, GitHub's lists are slightly different. Basic case. Where are we? What? Oh, it's a direct link to this part of the page. What? Box supposed to be used by at least a column. This documentation is a pain to read. Yeah, but the thing is, I think this might be just like either a proposed use case, as in it's possible that it's like somewhere in the specification, but it's like a future specification to come. See, it's not here either. I don't think it's valid, like proper markdown, but it's still actual part of the lists. Yes. Just having another quick look. We'll just try another site, get as many possible references as possible. Lists. Valid, 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 valid. Yep. It seems that that is not actually a part of the specification. Yep. All right. Yeah. Well, this is like some pretty. Yeah, pretty much. It's like C++ is undefined behavior. Like undefined behavior could literally be anything. Like if they wanted to, they could be like pricks. And when you compile code that has undefined behavior, it like wipes your hard drive because technically it's undefined, so they can do that if they wanted to. But you probably wouldn't use that compiler anymore. All right. But does that detect just numbers? Hang on, that's not right. Heh. That, what? Huh? Oh yeah, one digit, and then we need multiple digits. And that won't detect. Yeah, see, now it's detecting numbers after the decimal. Although some countries use that. But that's alright, we can just check, see if there is a space as well after. So it'd be like that. Because there has to be a space after the number. No, but you don't want to be detecting it like that, because you could load it in and then be like, oh, I got a list here, but it's not really a list. So we just need to put a space at the end. Right. Yeah. So we need that. GM. Now I need to double check this, because we can have an unordered list as well with a positive. Wrong spot, numbskull. Like that. Stop trying to save it. So we've got the positive as well. Can we do or plus? Plus has to have that. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of adding that again, but is that valid? I use valid loosely because it's like Microsoft in their HTML spec in their browsers. Valid HTML doesn't mean much to them. Holy Lord. So that just moves the entire list. That's interesting. I don't. Why you do this to me? Wow, imagine reading that. Like you'd be going along trying to read his documentation and you'd be like, oh look, that doesn't make any sense. What does Microsoft do? No, I'm not going to save it. Yeah. So we'll check for tabs as well, because it likes tabs. Oh, that's my desktop. That's not what I wanted. What have I done? Yeah, that's the right thing. So it could be a tab as well as a space. It's just that do I put it in square brackets? No. Or do I put it at the end? No. Instead of space. So there. Oh. Okay. Yeah, these groupings with the square brackets, like, or the character set, I should say. Character set, match any character in the set. Does it detect multiple tabs? Something like that. No. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. So if it picks up a tab and a number with a dot, we've probably got a list. Let's be honest. Yep. Got it like that. Like these may need some modification because I know when I did this, I had to modify some of these to get them to actually work. Yeah, they may want to. But like you seen when I was messing around in Atom, it doesn't like you putting tabs in because it messes with everything then. It changes all the formatting, but the Microsoft one does. So it's a crazy one. It's a wild beast. Get rid of that. Alright. So where are we up to? It's done ordered list, unordered list. And then what was it? Combination. That is possible. I do believe in both. Why have I only got the preview open? So we'll do and whatever. And we're like, oh, we need an unordered list in here. Oh, look, more. Then we're back to square one. Some more. Combinations can. I don't think the combination is going to be hard because we can look at the one above it and we can work out where it is. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. We can just use the ones we already have for that. It just needs to do some trickery with the C++. Yeah. Just so you'd read that one. It's like read the next one. It's like, oh, hang on, I'm nested in this list. What's my parent? It's an unordered list. I'm different. That sounds pretty brutal. I'm different. But that means I get my own area. Well, no, wait. That sounds like racist towards like different types of lists. I don't like this anymore. checklist. Let's get rid of all this. We don't need all of this anymore. And now checklists dash so checklists. How do you work, my friend? So they're always that same structure. We can have multiple items within there, so they can be nested. How far nested can they be? Fairly well. Yeah, that'd be something. We'll just. What are you doing to me? That's because you had no text. And we'll just throw in an unordered list just for giggles. Oh yeah, we'll have a look, eh? Yeah, you've been so helpful. I'd still be going with the links if it wasn't for you. Alright, that works. And then for the other one, do you just put an X in there? Yes. Oh, get rid of the preview. Something like that. Okay, so we check for any spaces or tabs at the start, unlimited number. Then we check for a dash, and then we check for tab or a space. I don't know if that can actually be a tab. Let's check this. Alright, so look at that. Yeah. GitHub's up to it. Trickery. So I would say you can have a tab. We'll go if you can have a tab. So that should be fine. And then we check for tab of space, and then we check for the square bracket, space or an X. Yeah, alright. Now what? Who knows? This spec's all over the shop, just like me with my clicking at the moment. Let's have a look. So that generates Mr. Checkbox. This one generates not Mr. Checkbox. Oh, that's a tab. See, this has automatically formatted it to have, that's a tab. I'm hitting tab there and it's automatically formatting it. So if your edit is smart, it shouldn't matter by the looks of that. The plan is to make this parser, and then I don't know. Possibly, but it can only be one or the other. I don't think it can be both. Yeah, as soon as you do one, it doesn't like the other. So you could probably put in an or. Where am I? I've lost me marbles. Here, so we could do something like that, and here, yeah. So you could do not that. Because of the way different text editors save files as well. But they are, so we can just go like that. Or am I wrong? I'm wrong. I'm way wrong. I'm always wrong. Do I need square brackets? I'll work this out. There we go. I needed square brackets. Oh. I'm getting there. But yeah, what I'll do once I've finished actually making this like parser is I'll get on GitHub and just find a heap of like Markdown files and just convert them and see what comes out. Or at least until I get like the basic done. Yeah, I'll get there. Just a matter of time. Alright. Yeah, I will. The last time I wrote unit tests was when I was still studying, and it was in Visual Basic. And yeah, and I was using Visual Basic, and I hated it. Like, hands up if you like writing unit tests, and I can see no one has their hand up. because no one likes writing unit tests. Let's be honest, it's boring. Unless it's like your jam. Like, there's a Google unit test library, and you think it's a bunch of like computer people sat down and wrote that and got paid by Google to do that. They love unit tests. It's their job. Unless it's one of those ones where it was just like a team member. It's like, I need unit testing. I'm going to write a library. Google, let me do it. Alright, I think that's as far as I'm going to get today. So, wind down for a bit. I've been winding down for like the last 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, that's not fun, writing unit tests. I did write unit tests for my compiler. At the moment, not currently. It's just whenever I feel like it. Normally, it'll probably be like 9:30 Australian time in the afternoon at night. So at the moment it's like it's like 2:30 in the morning here at the moment. I've been streaming for 3 hours, so I've been streaming since like 11 o'clock. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to stream a bit earlier. But the problem is, yeah. Oh, sorry, I hit my microphone. Let me have a look at my my profile. I don't know if I have my GitHub page on my profile. Oh, my back. Just cracked it. This is all changed. I don't want to look at my channel, I want to look at my profile. Why you do this? I don't know how to do this anymore. No. I don't want to report myself. Why? I do have some code up on GitHub already. Where? Create a dashboard? No, that's not what I want. Channel settings. No. Like, why can't I just look at my profile anymore? Like, why do they make shit difficult on these new websites? It's just all bullshit. It's like looking at a government website. I don't even know how to edit my profile anymore. Like, where do I edit my details? Like, where can I put that stuff in? No, let's got rid of chat. That's just my banner. That's my profile picture. It's alright, I'll work it out later. I need to sit down and have a look. I'll go to my GitHub and I'll post it in the chat so you can have a look. Hang on, there is a profile button here. Look, your profile. I can view my profile. Oh, check it out. My profile. Why can't I have that on Twitch? Alright. Here's the link. That's a link to my GitHub. You can do whatever you want. A lot of the stuff on there is just work in progress, or just stuff we've been playing with. I like the ray tracer. It's going to be a little while before I upload this. I want to get some actual code working, at least, before I put it up. I'll probably work out this regex stuff. Yeah, hopefully, because I need it for stuff. It's a long way to do it for what I need. What are you telling me? Virus found. Right. Alright. Thanks. Alright. I'm done. I need to get off. Alright, how do I close this? Alright, that's it. End of stream. Good night. Thanks for coming.